Bronny James has been subject to criticism from the moment he declared for the NBA draft. LeBron's eldest son has been through a lot over the last 12 months, including a cardiac arrest scare. Just under a year later, he donned a Lakers Summer League uniform and put together two very strong efforts in his final two contests. Early this week, a report came out stating that a Lakers Summer League player was displeased with the media storm around Bronny. There was also a clip of 2024 NBA Finals MVP Jaylen Brown mouthing the words, "Bronny is not a pro." One of LeBron's former teammates during his rookie campaign for the Cleveland Cavaliers has come to Bronny's defense. Carlos Boozer and his son Cayden Boozer, who's one of the top high school recruits in the nation, came out with some statements in support of Bronny in recent days. Cayden stated, "He's getting a lot of hate for no reason just because he's LeBron's son. LeBron has a lot of haters. He's still a rookie. He was the 55th pick. I don't know why they're expecting that he's supposed to be the next generational player. He has to become his own player. You have to let that happen." James' former teammate Carlos Boozer offered up his support for Bronny as well, stating, "Our kids have to adapt to that early in life, right? They'd hear it in 4th or 5th grade. I know who your dad is." Boozer's twins are both ranked in the top 20 nationally in the 2025 basketball recruiting class. Cameron Boozer is arguably the top player in all of high school basketball. Carlos once received some backlash for comments he made about LeBron when he was on his way to the NBA. The Cleveland Cavaliers were fortunate enough to get the number 1 overall draft selection and choose the kid from Akron. Here's what Boozer and his teammates said at the time about James.
Teams now have a chance for gold in the NBA draft, and that gold, LeBron James. But is the 18-year-old from Akron truly the savior?
We have better players than him in his position already on our team, though. His potential is probably, the sky's the limit for him, though.
Good LeBron is just going to add to what we need and, just make things a little bit easier.
And he will come in and make an immediate impact like a Caron Butler, did for the Miami Heat.
I don't think you can really just bring a high school player in and really just think your team gonna really turn around like that. If he come, he can just hop on our bandwagon and hopefully we can do something big.
I think Carlos has a decent perspective of what Bronny is facing, as his son Cameron should be in the mix for top overall prospect in the 2026 NBA draft. One of LeBron's closest friends in the NBA, Golden State Warrior Draymond Green, also offered up his support for Bronny James. Green directly responded to the anonymous Lakers player who suggested the Lakers Summer League team was built around Bronny and players didn't get a fair shot at their NBA careers. Green quoted the story about the player and said, "Any player that is actually drafted will be showcased and favored more in Summer League. These things are getting dumber and dumber." Historically, NBA teams give their draft picks the most opportunities to impress during Summer League. The rosters are generally made up of young players already in the organization under contracts, their first and second round picks, and hopefuls to round out the roster. Most of the time, first and second round picks are highlighted along with second and sometimes third year players. Bronny was the 55th pick and signed a guaranteed deal. Once that happened, the Lakers showed their full belief in Bronny to be developed in the organization. With that meant ample playing time in the Summer League to get his feet wet in the NBA. Dalton Connect and Bronny were always going to be featured in the Summer League. And if you look around the NBA, speaking in terms of where they were selected, most teams followed this model. Harrison Ingram, for instance, started every game with Spurs lottery pick Stephon Castle during the NBA Summer League. This is just the beginning of the microscope that Bronny will be under during his first season in the NBA. However, he seems to keep his head down and continue working without feeding too much into the distractions. One thing's for sure, if Bronny continues to show progression like he did in his final 2 Summer League games, he could see time on the court for the Lakers in the regular season sooner than later.